had all this greatness on the cusp. You kept on flaking like the paint that's on the rust. I bet you never think I'd heal from the cuts. Now I know you're not a person I can trust.
And I see who you are, and it tears me apart. You're lost in the fog, so go back to the start. You'll sink with all the rocks, you'll burn with all the stars. I see under your skies, it's so sad what you are. My pretty little rock star, my pretty little rock star.
Welcome to another new episode of Riot Pro Wrestling. I'm Everett Lee. RealPro Top Crown Championship match. Rey Xion, one half of the Riot Tag Team Champions of the House of Spades, takes on, making his Riot Pro Wrestling debut, Jayson Caesar. But before that, Riot Pro Wrestling presents Unbreakable, Saturday, January 25th at the Volusia Mall in Daytona Beach, Florida. Tickets are on sale at eventbrite.com. Let's head to ringside for the RealPro Top Crown Championship match as Rey Xion defends the championship against Jayson Caesar.
Our next match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. It is an inter-promotional match for the RealPro Top Crown Championship. Introducing first, your Top Crown Champion, representing the House of Spades,
Welcome to another episode of Riot Pro Wrestling. I'm Everett Lee. RealPro Top Crown Championship match. This Inter-Promotional Championship match has one half of the Riot Tag Team Champions, Rey Xion of the House of Spades, defending the RealPro Top Crown Championship in this matchup here. Rey Xion and Bobby Chrono has been on singles runs as of late, and they've been capitalizing and having some ups and downs at the same time. But will Jayson Caesar be able to take that RealPro Top Crown Championship away from Rey Xion here in this inter-promotional matchup? As Rey Xion shows off the gold he holds in his hands. This should be an interesting matchup.
and his opponent.
Jayson Caesar makes his way to the ring here, making his debut here at Riot Pro Wrestling. Some background information on Jayson Caesar. He was trained by Alpha, one of the Wild Samoans. This should be an interesting matchup with his background and his training. He's wrestled in quite a bit of promotions here in Florida and throughout. He comes to Riot Pro Wrestling with one thing on his mind, and that is winning the RealPro Top Crown Championship in this matchup. This should be an intense matchup with Jayson Caesar and Rey Xion. Jayson Caesar staring down the crowd, not having none of it. Jayson Caesar having some support from some of the fans in attendance here in this matchup, but we'll see what he has to bring to the table here in his debut here at Riot Pro Wrestling for the RealPro Top Crown Championship. Ref checking to make sure Jayson Caesar's ready. And Rey Xion. And there's the bell. This matchup is underway. As both competitors now just pacing each other, trying to get a feel of each other in this opening matchup here. And here we go for the lock-up. Both competitors lock up. Rey Xion and Caesar locking up here. Stalemate, looks like. Nothing given. Rey Xion, a big fan favorite here among the crowd with fellow supporters that support the House of Spades. And here we go again. We're going to lock up again, and we lock up. Caesar trying to force Rey Xion back into the corner, but Rey Xion reverses. Ref goes in for the count. Rey Xion backs off of Caesar, and a shove by Caesar. Caesar's not having none of it. Jayson Caesar is not. That's one thing you do not want to do, is you want to tick the big man off, Rey Xion. You do that, you're in trouble. Lock up now. Again. Side headlock applied from Caesar to Rey Xion. As Rey Xion shoots Caesar off the ropes, and not enough to take the big man down there. Caesar's going to have to try more than that. Off the ropes again, and again, not moving. Rey Xion telling Caesar to take a shot, and again, not moving. Off the ropes, swing and a miss. Caesar trying for a clothesline, and there we go. Rey Xion with the shoulder tackle has rattled Jayson Caesar over to the corner now. Rey Xion now getting to work with a hip toss. Jayson Caesar rolling out of the ring. He's not having none of this here. He is not having none of it. Rey Xion wanting to know, come on, is that all you got? Giving him the chance to come back in the ring there and show him what he has. Jayson Caesar getting in it with the fan. And Rey Xion not waiting. He's going to bring Jayson Caesar back in the ring as Jayson Caesar trying to fight back, distance himself from Rey Xion as he sends him into the barricade. Rey Xion goes down. Rey Xion there's rattled, and Jayson Caesar just kicking the midsection to Rey Xion. Jayson Caesar is now in control of this matchup as he's taken, bouncing the head of Rey Xion off the apron there. Rey Xion's dazed and confused right now at this moment now. Caesar being smart there, rolling in, breaking the count. A kick to the midsection. His head bounces off the barricades. And Rey Xion, sending his head into the apron there. Rey Xion rolling Caesar back into the ring there. Caesar in for the attack, and a flying knee to the face, knocking the big man Rey Xion into the ring. Caesar now going in for a cover, and a kick out at 2. That was 2. Caesar checking with the ref, making sure that was 2. Rey Xion trying to gather himself after the assault outside the ring there, as Caesar's helping Rey Xion up. And elbows to the face there delivered to Rey Xion by Caesar, and Caesar shoots Rey Xion off the ropes, and a drop kick to the face there. Going in for another cover, and another kick out at 2. You can see some frustration sitting in on Jayson Caesar, trying to keep the big man down. He's going to have to do a lot more than that if he wants to capture that RealPro Top Crown Championship. He's going to have to give it all as he's hammering the back of Rey Xion. And now he has him down in a headlock, trying to drag him to the center of the ring there to keep him away from the ropes to break this hold. Caesar has Rey Xion grounded now, keeping him, holding him there, right there, just trying to squeeze the air and the oxygen out of the big man Rey Xion, and hoping the big man will submit as the ref checks to make sure Rey Xion's feet is up on the ropes now as Caesar breaks. Rey Xion back up, and he's back in the corner now, and here comes Caesar in with strikes and elbows to the face as the ref officiates the count. And again, ref having to break up the count there, telling Caesar to back off. Rey Xion is just dazed. A kick to the midsection, and Rey Xion and Caesar now are just giving it all to each other. with shots there. And now Rey Xion slings Caesar into the ropes, and an elbow, back elbow to the face, brings Rey Xion down to one knee. High risk move here by Caesar. Will this be it? And a counter there. A spear in midair there from the big man Rey Xion to Caesar. Rey Xion's ready to end this right here, right now. What do we got there? A clothesline delivered. And another clothesline delivered to Caesar. Rey Xion calling Caesar to come in. A swing and a miss and off the ropes. And another spear delivered to Caesar from Rey Xion. Will this be it? And a kick out of 2. It's not enough to keep Caesar down. Rey Xion building momentum back up from the fans. Caesar trying to get to his feet. Rey Xion setting Caesar up. Caesar breaking and a high jumping knee to the face. Sends Rey Xion to the ropes. I got it by the throat, and a sit-down power bomb delivered to Caesar from Rey Xion.
Your top crown champion,
Rey Xion delivering one hell of a match here against Jayson Caesar, making his Riot Pro Wrestling debut here, but retaining and still your RealPro Top Crown champion here in this Inter-Promotional Match Up. Rey Xion celebrating as he got through this matchup here. Let's go ahead and check Riot Rewind here, and a spear to midair there delivered to Rey Xion to Caesar. And Caesar tried to fight back with some momentum, but it just was not enough as Rey Xion got his hands on Caesar with the sit-down powerbomb and the 1, 2, 3. Still your RealPro Top Crown champion, Rey Xion of the House of Spades, and one half of the Riot Tag Team Champions, Rey Xion.
How you feeling, baby? When did you come back, bro? Just trying to get a job here, man. That's all it is. It's not about me right now. It's about you defending that belt right.
You ain't with Showtime no more?
I'm not with Showtime no more.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a chance. What's up? Talk to me.
Man, how you feeling? What's my face, man? Tell me how you feeling right now, baby. You looking real good in there. What's next for Rey Xion Spades?
Look, they told the fans, management at Riot has blessed me. They have blessed me to defend this RealPro Top Crown title that I've had for over a year. And with that, I will continue to defend it and let you know my version of pro wrestling is that damn real. Let's go, Ray! Let's go, Ray!
The Riot Pro Tag Team Champion and your RealPro Top Crown Champion, representing the House of Spades, Rey Xion.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, Rey Xion. Still your RealPro Top Crown champion. Next week here at Riot Pro Wrestling, Young Lions Division Showcase. Zacharias, Kendall Ryan, Tiberius, and Tanner Cruz in a fatal 4-way. You will not want to miss this matchup coming to you next Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, right here on Riot Pro Wrestling YouTube. If you want to keep up with Riot Pro Wrestling, you need to follow us on social media. Head over to Facebook at RiotPW, Instagram, RiotPW Official, on X, RiotPW Official, and right here on YouTube, RiotPW Official. Keeping you up with the latest and greatest from Riot Pro Wrestling. And that is it for this episode of Riot Pro Wrestling. We'll see you again next week for another episode of Riot Pro Wrestling.
Hey fans, it's Chris Carnage here with the one and only Everett Lee. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Chris, especially at Riot Pro Wrestling's hard-hitting, family-friendly action featuring talent on Florida's top 100, where you can find no place than Riot Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely. So if you want to see more of Riot Pro Wrestling, you gotta hit the socials on Facebook at Riot PW.
Also on Instagram, Riot PW Official.
On X at Riot PW Official.
And on YouTube, Riot PW Official, which features matches Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. New matches and previous matches from the past with Riot Pro Wrestling presents From the Vault. And our weekly recap show, Riot Pro Wrestling presents Afterburn with yours truly, Chris Carnage.
That's right, fans.
And the one and only Everett Lee.
So if you want to support your local professional wrestling, support Riot Pro Wrestling.